I'm going to talk today about Malbec, mate, y las montañas. And as you might have guessed from the story, it's a story about Argentina and my getting away to Argentina, but it's also a story about my father who used to live in Argentina. So I did grow up in the mountains of Utah. These are right outside my house. But the mountains have always been a place for me to get away. And they have been especially a place for me to get away with my dad. That was kind of our adventure together, was hiking. On May 24th, 2003, my dad passed away very suddenly, very unexpectedly. And you'll see today is actually his birthday. This crushed me at the time. I was 29. I had these major life decisions to make, and all I could even think of was, how am I going to live my life without him? But I made the decisions, and some were fantastic, like deciding to move to Madison and having this beautiful baby girl. But in 2010, my personal life was a mess, and I can only summarize it to you by telling you I had to sign divorce papers the day before my birthday. So it was time for me to get away, and I chose Argentina. I had heard the stories of my dad. I'd done all the book reports as a kid on the two cities, Mendoza and Cordoba, where he lived, and I needed to go there and find this place that he held so dear. So I got on the plane. I chose Mendoza because it's next to the Andes and Aconcagua, and I had to go see the Malbec vineyards because I love red wine. So I got to my car, which was an adventure on itself, and I drove south to a little village called Chacras in the heart of the vineyards, and I sat in the December sunshine of Argentina, and I said to myself, I made it, Dad. I finally made it. And I had only one thing planned during the trip, and that was a trekking trip in the Andes. And I went to the hostel and checked in, and the guide came in and he said, Danette? And I'm like, oh, si. And Danette, seriously? Everyone started laughing. So in Argentina, I'm a chocolate dessert. So learn new things all the time. So my guide and I are talking, and we just looked at each other, and oh man, it was trouble. Come on, what was I supposed to do? So we raced each other up the mountains, we went to the thermal spas, we went dancing at the discotheque all night, and the solo part of my trip was done. And for the next year and a half, so was the solo part of my life. As we took 4 more trips together, we explored. I laughed again, I loved again, I lived again, and I felt this freedom I hadn't felt in so long. And everything about Argentina he shared with me, and part of their culture is just taking some time out of the day to connect with yourself, to connect with others, to sit and have mate in the park, and just spend some time. And all of this translated to my life back at home. I was passionate about my work again. I was passionate about my personal life, connecting, inspired to take trips with my daughter. And when my daughter said to me, no more trips, Mama, without me, I took her down to Argentina to show her my Argentina, to show her my dad's Argentina. And we had this beautiful trip with Marcelo and his son Tomas. But anyone who spent a lot of time in the mountains knows how you go from this beautiful sunny day to being completely vulnerable to the elements at any given time, quickly. So a month and a half after that trip, I came home and I woke up and I knew I was gonna be alone. And all the fear of how was I going to do this? How do I have a life like this? And I didn't know what to do, and I called the doctor, and I made the first appointment to come in, and I almost dropped the phone when they said, May 24th. Same day my dad died. I went in to hear the heartbeat and see the first picture of my son, my gift from Argentina. And today, on my dad's birthday, I dedicate this talk to him for the gifts that he gave me, for instilling in me this desire to go out, to explore, to be strong to survive. And I hope you find that as well. So thank you.